What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Draymond, and welcome to Thorium Gaming. We're back with episode 3? I think it's 3, of Flight of the Asur, our adventures on Ulthuan, the Elven Island. And we're trying to protect the vortex that you can see off in the background there, billowing smoke and electrical energy, magical and sorcerous powers contained by a council of high elves. Last time we did suffer our first little setback. We did try to take over Val's but they had a moon dragon. And moon dragons are very, very, very tough. It took a lot of fighting, and we eventually had to withdraw. Chaplin Grimuldis himself was extremely wounded in the fight. Sunshine also took some major hits. Both their armies got beat up pretty badly. So we're going to pull them back to the Tower of Lysaean, to the Glittering Tower, and I, as Tyrion, am going to pull back to Lothar. We're going to rebuild our forces, and then all three generals are going to go take Caledor. Assuming, of course, that Tyrannok here doesn't go in and take over Val's Anvil. I'd rather not go to war with them, but it is a major objective for us. We have to take it over. Especially since we are falling behind on way fragments, and that would allow the other races to start their rituals for the vortex and leave us in the dust. So we're going to end the first turn. And we're going to watch as PC keeps moving up north. He's going to be dealing with some of the Druki that have managed to land on Ulthuan. I believe there's a few settlements up here that have been taken over by the evil cousins of ours.
I am the defender of Ulthuan.
And it looks like Avalorn, the Heartland, I guess you'd call it, wants to offer us military access, and that's not a bad idea. We might be fighting all over Ulthuan, especially if we're going to war with other elven nations. And what is this, then? It appears we are being attacked by the Caledorian army. They decided to saunter out. This battle falls within the regulations that I've set for us, so we're going to go in and we're going to fight this out. Chaplin Grimuldis, of course, has already suffered pretty heavily at the hands of a dragon. We're going to try and keep you out of the actual fighting, Chaplin. Make sure that you don't die on us. Would not be good to lose the heart and soul of the 232 this early in the campaign. So where are our reinforcements going to come from? Back over here. Now, Chaplin only has a few sets of archers, so we want to keep them out of the fighting as much as possible, at least until Sunshine shows up with her reinforcements. So we're going to start the battle and see what they're coming at us with. Looks like a lot of Lothern Sea Guard. Sunshine, you and your forces are going to be needed as quickly as possible. Of course, as you keep moving in. Alright, so we have a lot of archery. This is going to be a fight to outshoot the enemy. It's a good thing we brought Sunshine along. You guys are mostly going to be here for your auras. Chaplin, I don't really want you or Sunshine in a place where you can get shot. So let's just speed this up. See if we can get into the fight a little bit quicker. I mean, those Lothern Sea Guard units, they're hurting pretty bad. But we are going to try and do our best to fight. So let's see. They are almost in range of our archers. As soon as they are, we are going to try and pick them off unit by unit. If we can do enough damage to them quickly enough, we should be good. I'm more worried about their archer units right now, or their spearmen, I should say. So we're going to send our bowmen after their individual spearmen units. We've already broken those Lothern Sea Guard. Again, it is incredibly distressing that we are having to fight other elves. If we can drop down their spearmen enough, we can focus our fire on an individual unit at a time and hopefully outshoot these guys. Caledor did a lot of damage to us. Their dragon especially did a lot of damage to us. I don't want their spearmen getting into close combat. They would tie up our Lothern Sea Guard, who are already hurting extremely badly. They're starting to falter. Hopefully we can do enough damage to them. Okay, we've routed one unit of spearmen.
For duty! Northern Sea Guard.
Alright, so that's that. Set all of our archers on there. And we're going to try and outshoot these elves.
Archers! It will be done! They lack firepower!
This is their largest archer unit, so as soon as they start routing, and they should after this volley of arrows sets down, we're going to shoot that central one. Seems that they're breaking pretty easily. Just hold on, guys. Just hold on. And it appears that their general has a reaver bow, I think. I think that is the special ability that their general is using, is that reaver bow. We are going to possibly outshoot them. I think victory is fairly certainly within our grasp here. Even though the bar up at the top says that we're still losing this battle by a fair margin. That is a lot of arrows coming down on one individual. Sunshine, you have a reaver bow? Take a quick shot, and we'll see if that's what it was. I'm hesitant to bring you into the combat because you have so few hit points. But there's nothing for it right now. We just need to win this fight. And the quicker we can break this hero, the better off we're going to be. So you should almost be in range. There you go with your reaver bow. So we're just going to speed this up a little bit. One of our units has used all of its ammunition. I'm really hoping that it's Lothern Sea Guard that did it. And it was Lothern Sea Guard. Retask what archers we have. We don't have much left in the way of shooting. You guys are going to try as best you can. I really don't want to involve our heroes, if at all possible. Sunshine, you got another 20 seconds left on your reaver bow. The last unit of archers is going to shoot their unit of archers, and as soon as you are ready again, we're going to have you hit them with a reaver bow. It's far better against a massed unit of infantry than it is against a single hero. You 3 units of Lothern Sea Guard have done the bulk of the fighting. And it's okay that you're fleeing. I understand what you've been through. Hopefully these archers rally before they flee completely off of the map. We're going to send everybody we got to engage that lord, though. Sunshine, we're going to get you to go in and shoot. Chaplin, I really don't want to send you in. You're so badly hurt. With any luck, we will be able to use our archers and their pathetic melee damage to win this fight. We may even kill her, which would be more of a victory than I could really credit us with. This army was beaten up. And all of these valiant elves have definitely earned their respite when we get out of here. We've won. I'll hold off for just a minute and see if they can drag that lord down. Especially with Sunshine still shooting.
Our firepower is our strength!
Come on, archers, just a few swings in. Just keep chipping away at her health. It might work. It might work. Killing an enemy lord like this would be... I think she is outpacing my archers. So, we're going to end the battle there. We lost even more of our troops. The forces are down to under 100. And we are, of course, going to take on warriors from the enemy. They are elves. They might be misguided elves, but they are elves. And it looks like Tyrannoc is going after Val's Anvil. I really, really hope that they fail to capture it. Alright, so we got a Sword of Striking out of that entire combat. How are your soldiers looking, guys? She has 24 archers with her. Is definitely in range of our troops. We could go back and engage her again. But first, we're going to go in and we are going to level up. So Sunshine, you have a single point to spend. You've been getting Bowmaster, of course. We're going to give you Deadeye for another rank in that, which of course is going to increase your ammunition even more and reduce your reload time, so you can start sniping people off. And Chaplin, we're going to go into your skills. You have been pulling a lot of heavy duty in melee. We're going to make you even harder to hit. More melee defense. You've essentially become the Rock. I'm hesitant to send my troops back in. Well, our troops, really. You know what? We're going to continue with our plan to pull back. It's not that I doubt you guys at all. It's just that we may have to go to war with Tyrannoc. And if we do, we're going to need far more forces than we have available to us right now. But that doesn't mean we are going to abandon our efforts to push forward. So let's take a quick look at our buildings and see what we have available to us. Now, we were trying to build a grove, which is 5,000 gold. A little bit beyond us right now, especially since we have to rebuild our troops. I should probably go back to no stance. We're just going to end the turn and see what happens. Safri has a large army right near Ingerial, and they are sacking Ingerial. We are in a rock and a hard place. This is definitely a bad place to be. So, Val's Anvil got captured by Tyrannoc. It's still one of our major quests, and we're going to have to do it. So PC, I want you to continue heading up north to see if you can spot any Dark Elves. There they are. So we're going to send you in here, get you to secure some influence. Probably happen next turn. I'm going to take what's left of my army, and we're going to go up. We're going to try to dissuade Safri. I was really hoping they weren't going to get involved in this, but it seems like they're going to. So Sunshine, instead of going all the way up north, you're going to go to Lothern, and Chaplin, you are going to go all the way into the Glittering Tower. This is going to boost your health regen and the restoration of your troops. Now, you lost 2 units of Lothern Spear Guard and a few other things. So let's go in and see if we can get you some more stuff. It is worth for us. Right now, we need strong armies, especially with what we have planned in the future. We might fall behind on the ritual, but I'm okay with that for now. So we're going to get you 3 more units of Lothern Spear Guard. I'm really hoping Ingerial doesn't fall, because if it does, that's a big chunk of our resources falling away from us. That's all we can do for now, so let's end the turn and see what happens. Alright, it looks like Safri was unable or unwilling to commit to the big fight, so I'm going to go back to a normal stance. First things first, Chaplin, we're going to get you in there. We really need you to heal up. You have no melee soldiers right now. Just 3 sets of archers. So we're going to give you 3 sets of spearmen. It's really hurt our treasury, but right now, we don't have much of a choice. Now, Sunshine, I'm going to send you out, back up to Kalidor's Repose. If we do end up having to go to war with Tyrannok, you've got to capture Vol's Anvil for us. This makes me slightly nervous. We have to go back to war with Safri. Let's see what they got. So we know they have a noble, and we know they have a princess, who's only level 4. They have some Illyrian Reavers, which is slightly disturbing. A 15-man army, or 15-unit army. But we do have our Phoenix and our Eagle Claws. And Ingerial itself is not defenseless, granting us a bunch of spearmen and a bunch of archers.
Shield against the darkness.
Trust in Azurian.
No mercy.
To battle.
There is
And
glory
it's
to be
clearly
won.
out of our range of wanting to see it.
I lust
So we're just...
for battle.
I was just going to auto-resolve it, but apparently we're going to go into the fight. This could probably see me losing more troops than is probably necessary. A lot of probablys tonight. Alright, so this is our stationary army right now. That's our Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower unit, and of course our Phoenix. Our reinforcements are going to be coming from back here. So we're going to pull back and see what they do. Set our Eagle Claw up on this ridge here. Of course our Phoenix, doesn't really matter where our Phoenix goes because he's our Outrider. Set up our Spearmen out in front. Archers behind. Then I will sit somewhere in the middle of that mess. Let's start this battle. So our reinforcements are going to come in waves. Our Phoenix can go up. Of course, we should switch our Eagle Claw over to a multi-shot round, because we're facing a lot of units. You Spearmen are going to go up and join your brothers and sisters on the front line. And you Archers are going to go and fill the left gap over there. And then me, of course, I'm going to come down to the center here. Try to equalize the battle line. Our Phoenix is going to go in and cause some havoc. Hopefully against things like the Illyrian Reavers. Their horsemen are the only ones that really worry me right now. They're just out of range of the Eagle Claw. They're starting to show signs of life. So let's just pause really quick. Set our troops to organizing slightly better. So we're going to bring our Eagle Claw down front. I'm going to grab both units of spearmen at once. Set them up in a nice long line. And then we are going to grab both of our archer units. Set them up behind. I know it seems pretty stock standard by now. I don't really need to explain this all to you guys. I'm going to go into the center. So while they're doing that, our good Phoenix bro, who has been amazing in this entire endeavor, is going to hopefully fly over top of these guys and drop some bombs. And hopefully, really hopefully, he doesn't get shot too much while doing it. Of course, scattering their archers a little bit isn't going to hurt us, but we want to take out as many of those Illyrian Reavers as we possibly can. So there was some good strikes. Now that our Phoenix has used up his bombing ammunition, we're going to pull him back. He's done his job and he can become shock cavalry when we need him to. Especially if they give chase. Come on, you elves of Safri, get within range of my archers. Second you do, we are going to rain down some merciless death upon you. so let's pause quickly. Send those archers after that. And our unarmored archers are going to target one of theirs. The Illyrian Reavers are still slightly out of range. They have a noble there, some spearmen. They don't have a lot of melee forces at all. So we'll continue on.
It will be done.
Always battles like this kind of freak me out. There's so much that could go wrong, but hopefully doesn't. So we'll pause again real quick. I'm going to save that for when it's more important. We are going to get involved in this fight in a big way. I would rather not be charged with the amount of Illyrian Reavers they have. Definitely would not be a good idea. So instead, we are going to try and engage on our own terms.
Heir of Anarian.
Spearmen.
Guide me.
Without fail. Battle calls.
And we're going to send the Phoenix over to help deal with those Illyrians. Now we got behind them. Our spearmen are going to charge back in on that side. And now we are going to pop our regeneration. We're going to pop it on one of the units of spearmen that has been so dramatically hurt.
By your command.
For the king. For Asur.
The winds are ours.
Understood. Setting forth.
Heir of Anarian.
We have plenty
Spearmen.
men.
For order. We await.
Of course, with our melee troops getting close, their archers, who are usually set in skirmish mode, are going to keep fleeing. Those Illyrians are a little far out of range, so Phoenix, charge back in at those archers with light armor. And I'm going to come over here and try and seal the deal on those guys. We're going to retask this set of archers to that set of archers. And these ones in back are apparently out of ammunition for this. We'll go there.
Loyal. For Ulthuan. The battle is lost.
It's always sad when we have to watch our high elves fight other high elves.
Spearmen. Following orders.
Anarian.
And apologies if I'm a little less talkative than normal tonight, guys. I just got back from my niece's 4th birthday and ate a really good dinner. It was fun times. And it's amazing how quickly they grow up. It really is. And there's our victory. So we're going to let them flee. We are, of course, going to take on warriors to replenish our losses. And only one real unit of spearmen got hurt. Maybe two.
A glorious victory. My strength grows.
So we'll let Safri withdraw. We don't want to engage them on the open field. That would be bad, because we don't have the forces to deal with them right now. We could get our next level of combined elites, making spearmen, archers, and Lopen Sea Guard units better. But I think we're going to go with Blade Master. Make me slightly harder hitting in melee combat.
Tyrion, heir.
I'm going to Injurial to replenish our troops a little bit faster.
Can I offer assistance?
I serve the
That's
king.
pretty much it for this turn. And I forgot about PC the Sound Elf,
Done well.
who's going to garner us some influence. Sorry, PC, I don't mean to forget about you. It just happens that I did. So let's speed this up.
Your request.
Alright, so PC has a level himself. We've got all of the non-combat skills that we want to use. So it's time to start looking at his combat ones. Now we know he has a steed. We can make him even faster and give him some melee defense, or we can make him harder hitting, but I think we're going to go with the speed of Azuran, make him slightly harder to hit. It's very important when he does finally join an army that
Smash it to ruin.
he doesn't do anything that can get himself hurt. And that just gained him another level, and now he has a Great Eagle. One of these stronger mounts. It does come down to personal preference with your heroes a little bit, guys. But I prefer the Great Eagle over the Ithilmar chariots. And my chair is really squeaking. Sorry about that. The chariots are good in this game, and don't get me wrong, they're very good at what they do. They're powerful. They're kind of fun. I prefer the Great Eagles. First off, they give you better speed, some melee defense. They cause fear when fighting Dark Elves. They cause fear when fighting against High Elves. They just give you so many cool things. And let's face it, elves, giant eagles, kind of fits with the stereotype. Makes me glad. Makes me happy. So Sunshine, you continue your march to Kalidor's Repose. They are losing public order. Now they're gaining it. Let's take a quick look at our quests and see what we have to do. We do have the Dragon Armor of Anarian quest. We have to build a promenade. We're working on that. We need 31 units total for Sunfang, and we lost a fair number of units, so that hurt us. The Ritual of Prophecy, of course, and the Way Horde. Is there a time limit? There is not a time limit on that, it doesn't look like. So we will be able to go and capture that eventually. Now, Chaplin, you're still recovering your archers. We're going to build you back up a little bit more. It's going to hurt our income. I knew it was going to hurt our income. I have to stay up here now to protect against Port Elistor's army. I don't remember. Harrieth. Elven Harriet. So I have to stay up there. It's kind of important. But Chaplin, once you have your army back up to 10, we might have to go to war with Tyrannok. I didn't really want to. And our relations with them are deteriorating. They do have a rather large army. If that ends up in Val's Anvil, we may not be able to do that for a while. Let's end the turn, see what ends up happening.
Now that you are here, I will hear your words.
So Yvres is coming in, and they want us to join the war against the Scalings. That might give us a place to level up our troops and get some more fights in. That isn't directly related to keeping our tenuous foothold on Lothern and the southern part of Ulthuan. So we did research our cartridge ammunition. I am not able to speak, but what else is new, right? We don't have much options in the way of our technology right now because we still need to build an archive and keep going that way. But we're going to grab a Point C Masters. So as we recruit more Lothern Sea Guard, they're going to come out at a higher experience level. It'll make our upkeep a little bit harder. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So Chaplin, Sunshine, you two are going to have to go down and defeat this army. Don't really want to get involved with this. I mean, do they still have... Can't see if... Yes, they still have a Moon Dragon in Val's Anvil. How do we want to do this then? We have to find a way to draw them out. Now, PC, I would love to keep you going after them, but we might need you down south to harass White Peak and the other areas. Let's see what our standing. It's deteriorating fairly significantly with Safari. But we can fix that slightly. We're going to go into the intrigue at court and improve our relations with them. We'll do it twice. Why not? If we can get them to sign a peace treaty with us, we might be better off. Then I can come down and help. Until then, though, we have to be careful about everything that's going on down here. So we're going to end the turn. See what happens on their turns.
Champion of the Ever Queen.
A non-aggression pact with Avalorn. Doesn't hurt.
Sons of Ulthuan, what brings you here?
You know what? I like that. Pay us for a military alliance. I'm good with that. We do have a singular option here. Depending on whether or not the good Chaplin can get within range. And indeed he can. So I want to set this up very, very carefully. So that our armies are right next to each other. When an army is in march stance, as I can show you on ours, their campaign movement speed is increased, but their recruitment's disabled. They start off tired in battle. They cannot retreat, and they will be wiped out if they're attacked. This army is fairly significant. They've got Illyrian Reaver archers, Illyrian Reavers themselves. We don't know what these are, but we outnumber them with our 2 lords combined. I really don't want to go to war with Tyrannoch. Unfortunately, we have to. And Yvres declared war on them as well. And because they cannot withdraw, they were ambushed, and we outnumbered them so heavily, we're going to auto-resolve that, claim captives, and destroy their army. And congratulations, Chaplin. You got a Lichborn pendant for one of your units, some magic resistance. You leveled up, and you gained Lords over the Asur, making you far, far stronger when fighting other High Elves, which I hate. We're going to give you the Royal Guard trait for this level. Your leadership is increased by 30%, well, your size of your aura. You get 5% more action success chance for... Oh, -5 for enemy heroes. I can read real good too. And you get some missile resistance out of it. And it's the missile resistance that I really wanted. That said, though, you two are going to stay tight like thieves in the night. We're going to see if we can get down and conquer Val's Anvil. Sunshine, do you have enough to go into encamp? You do. So if you go into encamp, with a single turn, you could recruit a couple of units. We're going to get you a couple of units of spearmen and a unit of archers, just to round out your force. And when we inevitably go to take Val's Anvil, you're going to need all the troops you can get with that moon dragon there. So that's it for this turn. Of course, PC is slowly going to make his way down here. Alright, so we have 31 units total. Gave us some influence, some way fragments, and increased our treasury a little bit. Of course, we are in the negatives for our treasury now, which does not help. We have to occupy, loot, raise, or sack 1 settlement to continue Sun Fang's quest.
Champion of the Ever Queen.
I am really tempted to go up and hit Port Elistor. I hate that we are at war with so many High Elves. I really do. Especially with them building armies on our borders. We have to be careful. Our funds are not unlimited right now, so anything that can increase our income is going to be a big thing. So we're going to get that colonnade, which means we cannot increase our Elven Craftsman to an Elven Artisan, but that is just okay. So now, Sunshine, you are going to come back into normal stance. We're going to save what little money we have left. Keep you two as tight as possible. And with any luck, we'll be able to siege Val's Anvil. I think this time when we do it, Sunshine, you're going to be the primary aggressor, and Grimuldis is going to back you up. Not that I don't have faith in you, chap. It's just the last time you took a beating. I know they sallied forth and everything, but I'd rather have the archers on the field to start, just in case they do it again. Alright, so Sunshine, siege Val's Anvil.
To battle. The cat I
We're going to have you continue the siege for now, until Chaplin Grimuldis and his troops
Lethal grace given forth.
get within a position to support you.
For order.
Alright, Sunshine,
Asur to battle.
it's way out of what I consider a reasonable fight,
Asur we
so
fight.
auto-resolve it, and it's a decisive victory. Still lost too many elves,
Spoils for the Asur.
but we managed to occupy Val's Anvil. And Sunshine, you got Lords over the Azure, +5 leadership against High Elves, which is great. We gained 2,000 gold, some influence, and a lot of wave fragments for completing Val's Anvil. We also completed the Sunfang part of the quest. And now we have to construct a Shrine of Azuran in one of our settlements. Shouldn't be too hard. Now Sunshine got a Lion Standard. Unfortunately, Sunshine, I'm going to be giving that over to Chaplin, who's going to, in turn, give you the Gleaming Pendant. So you two are going to trade the banners that you managed to take from this. Now, what to give you, Sunshine? What to give you? Deadeye or Bowmaster? You know what? We're going to give you Bowmaster. You are going to be using a lot of Lothern Seaguard.
Asur Prince.
Now we know that Tyrannoc up in the north is getting ready to assault. So we're going to give over a fair number of your troops, especially your veteran archers. I'm so sorry, Sunshine, but Chaplin's going to need them more than you are.
Lord of the Phoenix Court.
So
Asurian guides
we
us.
are going to trade troops, if I can actually do it properly, which is hit or miss. We're going to give those troops to Chaplin Grimuldis.
Loyal
I'm going
Prince.
to go into here, take your Gleaming Pendant off, Chaplin. We're going to go in here and give her the Gleaming Pendant, and you are going to get the Lion Standard. Now I did forget to equip them in the last couple of fights. Chaplin, I want you to go out to sea to grab this first, and then you're going straight for Torsathai. And we do have a settlement that's available to be upgraded, which is Angerial, but we are still in the negatives. How much gold will it get us for a cost of 3,200? 60 compared to 45. It's a bigger city. Does give us a fairly significant boost in the garrison of the city. What can we build here instead of that that would help us out? We could build a plaza, which is just straight up more gold coming in, and far cheaper. So we're going to do that for now. Angerial, of course, gets docks as one of its structures, but let's go in the building browser and make sure we don't miss anything. Gets orchards, which definitely help with trade. And we do still have the Shrine of Azuran, of course, captured there.
Protector of the Everqueen.
I really don't want to keep at war with Safri. What is our diplomacy with them like? Still improving, but it's going up very slowly. So I may have to stay up here and fight that war. Chaplin, Sunshine, you guys have basically done the impossible down here, taken the Shrine of Kaldor and the Ancient Waystone. Big thing, generates 10 wave fragments per turn. Of course, we are getting close
Conquered.
to our first ritual, which does not hurt, but our enemies are also very close to completing their first one. And we are not going to have the funds necessary to stop them should they try. Is there anything we can do in Lothern right now that can help us out in a big way? Lothern Seaguard with shields, but for 4,000. We need to wait and get our Glade. So we're going to end the turn there. Of course, PC is coming down from the north again. Might have to turn him all the way around and send him back up north. But you know what, PC? You're used to sitting in a van and traveling long distances for concerts and that sort of stuff, so
Words carefully.
you should be used to travel. And you know what, Kothik? Yeah, non-aggression pact sounds like a good idea.
The elves of Ulthuan have long.
We are not going to take a peace treaty with the pirates of Sartosa. They've been attacking elves. We can't have that right now, especially since we're trying to make peace with one of the other High Elven factions, so we can confederate them. Retainer of Power. The Seneschal of the Court controls the flow of information. We have done this before. So we can gain a lot of influence and have public order -5 for 5 turns. Minus leadership, can't do that. We can increase our trade, but lose influence. And you know what? We have a lot of influence, so we're going to ignore the power games for now. Alright, Chaplin Grimuldis. Go out to sea. Once you've taken this Sea Corpse, we're going to get you to go north. Of course, their soldier here is doing a lot. PC? You and your Great Eagle, if I can ever select you.
For glory will be your undoing.
No, I don't want to go into diplomacy. I want to select
Guide me.
our Sound Elf. There we go. Let's see if you can assault the units of their prince. And you succeeded, which leveled you up. We're going to give you a Weapon Master finally, start making you combat effective. And we might throw you in to Chaplin's army for you to back him up. We do have a lord that hasn't moved, which is Sunshine, but you're going to go back into Val's Anvil.
You must
Losing a fair bit of public order in there right now. Let's find out why. Taxes and provincial instability, so -1 per turn. Still going to be -1 overall, but Sunshine, if you can get just even a unit or two of spearmen, I know it's going to hurt our treasury right now, but that's okay. Do you know, guys, we've had a couple of battles. We've kind of recovered from the tragedy of the Moon Dragon, and we ended up capturing Val's Anvil. Granted, it made us go to war with Tyrannok. Not too happy about that, but such is life sometimes. And the pirates of Sartosa over there, maybe we should have declared peace with them. If they offer again next turn, we probably will. But that's a fairly good place to stop for today, guys. A little bit of a shorter episode. I apologize. I'm tired. Playing with the young nieces is so enjoyable, but I do not know where they get their energy from. So if you liked the video, guys, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, possibly see your name pop up in this or other Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button and make sure to turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes up. Our numbers keep growing, and it's great to have met some of you guys out there. The community's coming together, and thank you again to Chaplin Grimuldis for helping me organize all this. He's been a major help, but it's great to see a lot of guys coming on board. But remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win, and until next time, take care.